Now we're going to discuss questions related to logarithmic to exponential form. अब इसमें क्या करना है? This is something very simple. You just have to convert the logarithmic to exponential form. What you have to do is your base of the log will come over here. Okay, the base of the log is 2. It will come over here. Okay, and whatever is the result would become the power. Okay, so I can write equals to sign. So base of the log, which is 2, would come over here. Okay, so it would take the place of 4. My 4 would become the power of 2. Okay. अब log हट जाएगा, we're only left with x. So I'm going to write x over here. So x equals to 2 to the power 4, which is equal to 16. Okay, let's talk about this question. I have log x base 3 equals to 2. Again, I have to convert this into exponential form. What I'm going to do is 3 would become my base. Okay, come over here, and 2 would become the power of 3. So yeah, so this would be equals to 2 to the power 3 to the power of 2. Sorry. 3 to the power of 2 and x would stay over here only. ठीक है, x को यहीं पे रहना है और log खत्म हो जाएगा, log हट जाएगा. ठीक है, तो x equals to 9. Let's talk about this. I have 27 log 27 base x equals to 3. X would come over here and 3 would become the power of x. Okay, so I'm going to get x to the power 3 equals to 27. Log would get removed, 27 would be left, so 27. And if I have to find the value of x, I'm going to take cube root on both the sides. Cube root on both the sides, that would give me 3 equals to x. Let's take another question as well. This way I can talk about ln. So if I have ln x equals to 4, now since ln has base e, okay, ln की base e होती है, so I can write this as log x to the base e equals to 4. You don't need to write this form in the paper. This is just for explanation. So yeah, to make this question a little more easier for you. Okay, so क्या हो जाएगा? E would come over here and then get x equals to e to the power of 4. Okay, let's take another question. I have ln पे ही रहते हैं. 2x equals to 3. Okay, again I won't be writing this form over here. If you want to write it in this way, you can. Okay, that is completely fine. The examiner won't deduct marks for that. So yeah, I would write it directly. Okay, I will convert this directly. And since I know that my base is e, base e would come over here, 3 would become my power, and ln would be to get removed, 2x would stay over here. So I get 2x equals to e to the power 3, and x would be equal to e to the power 3 divided by 2. The same goes with LG. If I have LG, now you know that LG जो होता है, LG is log to the base 10. So let's say if I have LG x equals to 4, so I know that LG is log to the base x. ठीक है, log to the base 10. Sorry. तो मेरे पास हो जाएगा, I can write this as x log x base 10 equals to 4, and I get x equals to, now this 10 would come over here, 4 will become the power, so 10 to the power of 4. 10 to the power 4 is 10,000. Okay. सही है, एक और क्वेश्चन कर लेते हैं और फिर आगे चलते हैं. If I have now थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्टी लेवल बढ़ाते हैं. So if I have 4 log 3 base x, ठीक है, x let's take this as x and take this as 2. ठीक है. So again, I have to convert this from logarithmic to exponential form in order to find the value of x. So this would become 2. Would come over here. So yeah, 4 would become the power. So I'm going to get 2 to the power 4. Log will get removed. X would be left. ठीक है, so मेरे पास सिर्फ x रह जाएगा. The x would equals to 2 to the power 4, which is equal to 16. Now I have a question from the past papers. Again, I have to solve, give the value of x. So I have log 2x minus 3 base 6 equals to half. तो अब इसके लिए मुझे क्या करना है? I have to convert this from logarithmic to exponential form. So my base is 6. 6 would come over here. ठीक है, so I'm going to get 6 and my result would become the power 6 to the power half equals to 2x minus 3. ठीक है, so if I have to find the value of x, so this would be 2x equals to 6 to the power half can be written as under root 6 plus 3. This 3 comes over here. ठीक है, minus 3 था plus 3 हो गया, and I can divide the whole thing by 2. So yeah. So if you have to give your answer in the exact form, please remember that you cannot use a calculator for it, and you cannot give your answer in decimals. Decimals wali baat, that's not exactly true. Like sometimes you can give an exact answer in decimals. Like most of the time, you cannot give your exact answer in decimals. ठीक है, तो बस याद रखना कि यार you cannot use a calculator whenever you have to give your answer in the exact form. So this would be your value of x. Okay, now let's do this question. This question is a little tricky. It's not difficult. It's a little tricky. I have log x base 2 base 3 equals to 1. So yeah, in order to solve these questions, let's just suppose instead of log x base 2, if you had a, so what would you have done? If you had log a base 3 equals to 1, if you had to find the value of a, what would you have done? You would have shifted this 3 on the side and you would have made 1 the power, right? So you would have written a is equals to 3 to the power of 1. So this 3 would come over here and 1 would become the power of 3 and a would be left over here. So yeah, now instead of a you have log x base 2. So yeah, तो अभी भी हम लोगों को यही करना है, हम लोग कह ही रहे हैं कि हम लोग logarithmic से exponential form में जा रहे हैं, ठीक है? But just remember कि whenever you go from logarithmic to exponential form, the value inside the log just stays on the left hand side, ठीक है? It won't go towards the right. So yeah, so since this is the value inside the log, this would stay here. So yeah, and this 3 would come over here, 1 would become the power. So I'm going to get log x base 2 equals to 3 to the power of 1. So yeah, now if I have to find the value of x, so मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? X equals to 2 to the power of 3, which is equal to 8. So yeah, I have a very similar question over here. So I can do it in a very similar way. इसको बस suppose कर लो कि कोई number है, okay, it's constant, ठीक है? तो आप क्या करते हैं? You would have solved this first, ठीक है? आप इस log को पहले solve करते हैं. So this would have become 2 to the power of 2, ठीक है? 2 to the power of 2 equals to के साइन के बाद आपके पास आएगा 2 to the power of 2, and over here you'll be left with this, which will become log x base 5, ठीक है? Now this 5 would come over here. So पहले हम 2 to the power 2 को solve कर लें. So log x base 5 equals to 4. I'm going to get x equals to 5 to the power of 4, and log will get removed. 5 to the power of 4. 5 to the power of 4 क्या होता है? Is 625. Okay, so I'm going to write 625 as my answer. This is it for this video. There are a series of videos on logs which would cover the whole syllabus for O-level logs. Okay, so make sure that you watch those videos as well. Thank you.